The transport industry is one of the most high-risk industries in Australia, with a significant number of injuries and fatalities recorded each year. Key health and safety hazards include fatigue and tight delivery schedules that may encourage speeding. Therefore, road transport employees have a higher than average chance of being seriously injured at work. In the knowledge that we operate in a high-risk environment, Kings is committed to understanding the risks in our industry and what measures we can take to improve safety for our employees and others who may be directly impacted by our activities, such as pedestrians. Safety is integral to Kings. It is at the forefront of everything we do, enabling us to deliver safe, innovative solutions, making us the partner of choice for both our existing clients and new client prospects. At Kings, our philosophy on health, safety, environment, and quality management is to deliver zero. We strive to deliver zero injuries by monitoring, measuring, and continuously improving our safety management program, and deliver zero non-conformances by maintaining, auditing, and improving our quality and safety compliance systems. Under state-based work health and safety legislation or occupational health and safety legislation, both workers and employers have health and safety responsibilities. An employer must, so far as reasonably practicable, provide and maintain a working environment that is safe without risks to health and safety. Workers or employees must take reasonable care of their own health and safety, take reasonable care for the health and safety of others in the workplace who may be affected by their acts or omissions, and cooperate with any action taken by the employer to comply with a health and safety requirement. Workers or employees are also required at all times to adhere to King's safety policies and procedures. The King's Safety Management System comprises 4 distinct and intersecting elements. These are hazard identification and control, training, compliance, and culture. These elements, together with our safety policy, underpin our group-wide safety program. The Safety Management System is also supported by Safe Operating Procedures or SOPs, Work Instructions or WIs, and safety videos. The Safety Management System includes a number of tools to assist employees to maintain safe work practices. King's employees are expected to be aware of and utilise these safety tools in their day-to-day work. Our Deliver Safe smartphone safety application can be used to log hazards and risk assessments, access training materials, calculate load restraint, and keep up to date with King's news and information. Our non-negotiables document clearly outlines the expectations of King's drivers and warehouse employees from a legal, operational, and safety perspective, as well as the potential consequences for non-compliance with the stated requirements. Kings Connect is our extensive internally developed video training library, containing both task and role-specific safety training. Kings Connect is available on any device, allowing training to occur anywhere that mobile phone or internet connection is available. RMS is the King's Safety Record Management System. This is where we log, track, and action safety incidents, injuries, hazards, and near misses. Kings has an extensive library of toolbox talks which are delivered to our drivers on a weekly basis to ensure that they are up to date with the latest safety news and requirements, and that safety is always front of mind. Each King's office has a safety committee comprising of representatives from each division who meet on a regular basis to discuss safety matters. The committee review any recent injuries and incidents, safety alerts, hazards, site inspections, as well as discuss training needs and initiatives to promote a safer workplace. Following safety committee meetings, meeting minutes and action plans are emailed to all employees and hard copies are posted on safety notice boards around the office. Each King's site has a dedicated safety notice board which displays important information about the safety performance of the company. Monthly safety reports are provided, including the number of first aid injuries or FAIs, medically treated injuries, MTIs, lost time injuries, LTIs, and high potential incidents, HPIs. Please take the time to locate your site safety notice board and familiarise yourself with the latest safety news. Each King's site has a chief warden, deputy warden, and first aid officers. These employees, together with the safety committee representative, are displayed on evacuation posters at various points around the site. Please familiarise yourself with your local safety representatives as well as your closest evacuation point in the event of an emergency. In an emergency, you will hear a siren or warning announcement. Upon hearing the alarm, calmly evacuate the building to the closest evacuation point. Remember to follow any directions from your site wardens or emergency personnel. Emergency personnel can be identified by their coloured hats, white, red, and green. If you are in control of a visitor, please ensure that you take responsibility for directing them to the closest emergency evacuation point. Each King site has a visitors register near the entrance. All visitors to the site, including contractors, are required to sign in and out of the register upon arrival and departure. This process ensures that visitors are accounted for in the event of an emergency. What are hazards and risks? A hazard is anything in the workplace that has the potential to cause harm. Hazards can include objects such as machinery or dangerous chemicals. Other hazards relate to the way work is done. For example, manual handling is a workplace hazard. A forklift is also a workplace hazard. A risk arises when it is possible that a hazard will actually cause harm. The level of risk will depend on factors such as how often a job is done, the number of employees involved, and how serious resulting injuries could be. Therefore, a forklift being operated in a wide open space free from pedestrians and other vehicles is a lower risk as compared to a forklift being operated in a busy warehouse environment where there are employees and other forklifts working in close proximity. Hazards are all around us, on the road, in the warehouse, and in an office environment. The most common hazards to be aware of are slips, trips and falls, heavy lifting or repetitive lifting, poor ergonomic setup, sharp objects, electrical equipment, heat sources, mobile plant, and dangerous goods. The easiest way to avoid these types of hazards is through good housekeeping. Never walk past something on the floor that could become a slip or trip hazard. Ensure that you take steps to eliminate the hazard. If you see someone completing a task dangerously, speak up and suggest that they correct their behaviour and complete the task safely. Hazard and incident reporting is a fundamental part of the King's safety management system, and all King's employees are encouraged to report any safety concerns. If you see a hazard or witness an incident or near miss, please ensure that you document it using the Think Safe Hazard Report booklet or Deliver Safe phone application, and then report it to your manager. If a manager receives notification of a hazard or incident, they are responsible for ensuring it is recorded accurately in the RMS, and that a plan to address the safety hazard or incident is developed and actioned. The Health and Safety Resolution Policy ensures that all health and safety concerns and issues receive efficient and effective resolution. If you have a safety issue or concern, please raise it with your manager, supervisor, or personnel manager in the first instance. Where appropriate, it can then be referred to the local safety representative and/or local safety committee for further discussion. For more information, please refer to the Safety Issue Resolution Policy. The possession and use of alcohol, illegal drugs, and weapons of any type are strictly prohibited at King's sites. Any employee found in possession of these items will be subject to disciplinary action, which may include termination of their employment. King's is committed to supporting injured employees return to their pre-injury duties as quickly as possible. Employees are required to report all workplace injuries to their manager or supervisor as soon as possible. Actions can then be taken to ensure that the employee receives the appropriate medical attention and is able to return to their pre-injury duties as soon as possible. Our dedicated injury management team, in consultation with medical providers, actively work with injured employees to ensure a safe and speedy return to work. The earlier the employee can begin on the return to work process, the more successful it is likely to be.